friends, and welcome to another week of Halloween craft with me. Today we are going to be creating some bat flowers inspired by V, who is Buzzing with V here on YouTube. I will make sure to link her channel for you guys. And I created two different versions. I cut the bat here with my Cricut and the flowers with my Cricut. And then I just kind of made it a really nice chunky flower. I used those foam balls from the Dollar Tree for the larger ones. And then I did itty bitty baby ones that are super cute with the little tiny flower. And the baby ones are about, at the longest, it's about 2.5 inches, and the big one is about 4 inches. So let's go ahead and work on one of the large ones, and then we're going to do something fun with the small one as well. So, items that you will need is your glue gun. If you have a flower kit to do flowers, you will need that. If not, you can still make these. You can use a piece of foam. You could just use a pencil and roll these. So we're going to need this. And then I have a couple of bats. This time I cut them out in glitter, so we're going to need one of those. And then I've got my decorative paper, so we're going to need 2 of the bat, and we're going to need 2 of the pink, and then you are going to need whatever you would like to use for your center. So I used the Dollar Tree foam balls here. So let me grab one of those. Let me get one of the smaller sizes. Alright, so first what I'm going to do is prep my flowers. I grab another one of those. I have a base flower with just 6 petals that's going to stay flat, and this is what I'm going to glue my flower on. So you will also need one of those. So 2 of one pattern and 2 of another pattern, and I just matched this with this pattern, and it's just like a regular flower. You will not be folding this, it's going to stay flat. So then what I'm going to do is just work on getting these dimensional. And I just kind of use my tool, put it down in the middle, and kind of rock back and forth. I want to kind of work that paper into coming up together like so. You don't want to like try to do that on your own. You could tear your paper or crack it or rip it. So I like using my tools here. They have some of these tools like this in the Dollar Tree in the baking section for like fondue, or not fondue, fondant, that you could use as well. So once you have them like you like them, you are done with your tool. So let's set this aside. And then what I did after that is my flower has 2 sections. So my flower has 2 sections, and I'm going to lightly pinch my flower there in the middle and kind of crease it. Let me get that closer to the camera for you. So right here, I'm going to take my fingernail in the middle and then just kind of crease that petal to give it some dimension. And I'm going to do that on all of the flowers. So just put it in that middle and kind of push the paper into your fingernail. And then after you do that, if you want more dimension, you can kind of squeeze them without your fingernail because you already kind of have that crease started. So I'm going to do that. And then the finished product will look something like that. So let's go ahead and do that quickly to the other ones. If you didn't want to do that, you could also just add these flowers, interlocking together and leave out this crease. But I think this crease is kind of fun for Halloween. So I loved creating these flowers with that little crease. And I'm going to make them a bit sharper. And it's okay if they're different because every flower petal is not the same. If you don't have a flower with like these two petals and you have a flower like this, you could do the same thing. You would just, again, roughly find the center of the petal and then fold up against your fingernail. All right, let's do this last one. All right. What I like to do is I have a whole bunch cut out and I'll just go through here and do the steps all together, kind of like a, kind of like a assembly line. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue in the middle and then I'm going to offset the petal. Got my glue gun. I'm going to grab my tool back to help me kind of add some pressure into that glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to clean up those glue strings that are getting everywhere. Alright, let's add some glue. And then we're going to alternate the bat and the pink paper and alternate the flower petals. Again, I'm going to grab my little tool to kind of help me press that down. And last one is our pink. I'm also using this tool, pushing this down, and I'm making a little well for my center. And then I'm going to take at the bottom here, going to add some glue, and I'm going to add that to my base. All right. So now we have our flower built up. Let's add our little foam center. And I like to use my X-Acto knife and I just kind of cut this down the middle. I try to kind of even it out, and then I rotate my little foam ball here and cut down. So I'm aiming for trying to cut through that center without leaving a lot of jagged pieces. There we go. So you have a little bit here, so I'm going to carefully take and just trim this up. There we go. Alright, so then we're going to glue down our center. I'm going to add a good amount in that center to catch the foam, and then I like to use my thumbs and push it in, and then use my pointer fingers back here and kind of make sure that it's really sticking to that glue without like smushing the foam all the way. And then I'll go back in and kind of fluff out my flower, bend my petals if they've gotten smushed. And I notice my flowers my petals are kind of a bit together this time, but not a big deal. Alright, so now we have a super cute, super chunky flower, and we are going to add that to our bat. Very simple. I'm going to leave the bat like it is. I'm going to use this flat surface and add it on my bat. So I'm going to use a good amount of glue here. And I'm going to just add it into the center of the bat, repeating that, like pushing it down from the back and the top, because I want to make sure it adheres really well to this glitter paper. And how cute is it with the glitter? That is adorable. Here is the one without the glitter. I love how these turned out. Now, we're going to use this cute little one. And we are going to create a little clip. I'm going to grab one of these clips, I believe. Let's see. I want that one, or we could do a smaller one. So any size clip that you want. I kind of feel like this one is a little bit big for it, but I'm going to go with the chunkier one. It'll give me more surface to glue on. So I'm going to just add my glue right here on the back of my bat. And then I'm going to add that right down onto this. And I am going to push down my flower a little bit and my bat where I can get to it. And now we have a super cute bat clip. Grab one of these identification cards from last week, and you can have a super cool little wooden clip for your projects. If you wanted to send multiple of these identification cards to a swap partner, you could gather them up and clip them with your really cute bat bow. Love that. That turned out so cute. I have some more of these in my collection. I absolutely love how cute that turned out. So thank you for stopping by for this week to create these cute bat flowers with me. And I hope you'll stop back by next week. We are going to be creating some shaker mini envelopes. I hope to see you guys there. Bye.